Hey, guys. It's a beautiful Friday and very inspired to to be back on the Hot Walker Files on the Global Enlightenment Radio Network with your very own well-known psychic Chris Garcia in the house with Christopher Fisher co-hosting, and we have a very special guest, Lori Johnson. She's a psychic medium, shaman. She's also an animal communicator. Welcome to the show, Lori.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
I know it's you know what I'm gonna tell you right now. It was crazy how we met, and I remember trying to get you before, but I know that you're a busy person. She's got her own page. As a matter of fact, she does have her own page. Um, but besides what I told them who you are, a shaman healer and an animal communicator, psychic medium. Can you add a little bit more? Like, what is the bio and what is the story behind Miss Lori Johnson? How can you?
Uh, well, truthfully, there is no gift out there that I cannot do. So if it's needed, I do it. I do past lives. I do future, automatic writing, astral projecting, remote reviewing, evidential psychic and medium. I'm shaman, medical intuitive. I can past lives, future. I live your life to tell the story where you're not paying attention. I was on a TV show. A lot of people probably have seen it. Some have not. Is Ghost of Shepherdstown on Destination America. Uh, what else do I know?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I never got the chance to ask you, but this is the best thing. What is the story about? When was your first experience, the first paranormal experience, or like how did you come about with your psychic
well,
abilities?
I was born gifted. All my life, especially the young life, I was always tested with my faith. Um, I remember probably about maybe my first apparition I've ever seen. I was almost 2 years old. I was still in a diaper. I remember the cloth, like I can relive it. And I always had a male apparition. If I was getting ready to do something that I was going to be hurt, he wouldn't speak to me, but I could do telepathic, and he would just go and he would tell me no. He actually was
Wow.
there, and I was with my children. But when I turned 30, my father, his father's Cherokee Indian, and it took my dad 30 years when I turned 30 to show me a picture of his father, because his dad died a year after I was born.
Wow.
And actually,
So
even let's see, it was almost a year, because I know he was the one that told my mom that she was going to have twins, and the hospital said he's crazy. He didn't even know what he's talking about. They delivered my sister. She was 2 pounds premature, 3 months, and then they were wheeling my mom into the elevator, and my brother was coming out breech. So yeah, my granddad, he had the gifts of, and I have it too, but I don't use it. It is death. I can see when you die, how you die, where you die. I don't do that. I'm not a negative Nelly. I'm not God. I don't play it. I don't believe in giving anybody a limit. And once the brain is clicked, you give them a limit, or an ailment or whatever. That person only dwells on it. So they create it, they manifest it, they live it. So my dad's father most definitely was gifted. He knew when his brother Clarence had passed, and he told my grandmother, my dad said he remembers when he was young, and he would yell, "Mama, Clarence is dead, Clarence is dead." And she would say, "Oh, George, be quiet." About 15 minutes later, they got the call. They found Clarence dead. So, and then he had woke up the next morning. His hair was all white.
wow.
And yeah, I was raised in Houston, Texas. My father had gotten bit. I was young. I was very, very young. By a black widow, and his arm had started swelling and started changing colors, where you could see the infection growing. And I saw an apparition of an Indian walk up to my dad, and he looked at me, and he said, "You see me, don't you?" And I said, "Yes." I'm, I'm real young. And he walks up to my dad, and he goes, "I want you to take a potato, and I want you to cut it long way, and I want you to sit that potato on there for 3 days. And
Oh
after 3 days,
wow.
After 3 days, I want you to make a V in your fingers, and I want you to go on either side of that bite, and I want you to push as hard as you can. And my dad did, and all that poison came right out of him.
Wow,
Yeah,
that is amazing. So you've
yeah.
always had something paranormal in your life, then basically is what you're saying.
Always. Oh, the first time that I remember, when I was younger, it was my older brother, my mom's oldest child from her first marriage. I never knew it until I got older because, secrets and families and all, but he was a half brother. But him and I knew when we were sick, when we were sad, we always knew it. It was some kind of a soul connection with him and I. He moved to California, and I remember being young, a teen, and he mailed me these cigarettes because I smoked early, and I called him up and I said, Michael, I said, why'd you send me cigarettes? He says, I know you don't have any. I said, I don't, but how'd you know?
Wow.
Yep. I remember my stuffed animals dancing on my floor. I remember that. I remember being tested with the faith. There was a lot of out of body with me, and I never understood it, but I never fought it. I never fought the out of body because I believed in the light, God, Christ. I I don't believe in religion. Religion separates you from me, but I do have faith in God and faith in Christ. And I was taken into past lives. The first one that ever devastated me, but not like a bad devastation. It was like, oh my God, type of thing. I was a huge man. And I mean, I was really tall, really built, really long hair. I was in some type of, they weren't our sandals, but they were like, back in Christ time. And I looked up and I seen Christ on the cross. And I begged him to forgive me because I always followed him, but never announced that I loved him. And he said, he told me to take me off this cross. And I drew out the rods out of his hands, his feet. There was one, the crown on his head. And I lifted him and put him over my shoulder and walked down the knoll and put him into, it was like a part of a, what would you call it? A mountain. And I took the turban off my head, the wrap. It was a white, off-colored wrap. And I put it on his head, and I put his cloth over him, and I was crying. I was just begging him to please know that I loved him. And all I heard was he said, now put my cloth down and roll my stone. We'll see each other again. It was just a lot of faith, out of body living with me. In my 20s, I was tested with the faith again. It was like I was always being tested with the faith.
Wow. So you were always tested, and I guess it opened your mind up more to your gifts and having faith in them, right?
No, well, I never looked at it as, the humans. I work with the higher power. They call themselves the higher power. They're 9, not 7, but I work with the archangels. I've seen every single one of them as who they truly are. And I said, who are you? Because I was begging, please forgive me if I did any sins. I was not raised to understand my gifts. My mother's gifted, and she's 77, and she still doesn't want them. She says, I'm tired of seeing them. I'm tired of listening to them. I'm tired. She says, I don't want it. And this was a year after my dad died in 2006. And then all of a sudden, all these people started piling behind my mother. And I looked and I said, Mom, you have everybody piling up behind you. And she didn't flinch. She didn't get scared. She didn't look. I knew she could see just the same as I. I could see what's behind me. I could see,
Yeah.
the nocturnal as the owl and the eagle, where I could see as far as I need. And I kept telling her who they were. Oh, that's my uncle, and that's my aunt. And I never met these people. Never met them in my life. And she goes, oh, like she already knew they were there. She already knew it. And I was like, Ma, you're gifted. She goes, yeah, and I don't want it. So I was never raised to understand why. I was 10 kids and both parents. I'm the only redhead child with green eyes. My
Interesting.
father, yeah, my father was born with white hair, and then it turned coal black, and then it white again in his 20s. My mother had very dark brown auburn color, and then my a couple of the kids were born with the blonde, dirty blonde, or coal black. I was the only one with bloody red hair, and I mean
Mm.
it back with Pippi Longstock or Howdy Doody or um, Lucille Ball. I mean, my hair was fire red. They would call me Firehead, Big Red. I mean, my hair was red. I don't know where the red
Wow.
came from.
You
Yeah.
know what? I was gonna tell you what I picked up when you said redhead. I got Irish. You
Oh,
have
most
Irish.
definitely.
Yeah, you
Oh,
had
yeah.
Irish.
Yeah, but the true Irish are not redheads. They're dark hair. The true Irish are dark hair, not red. I
Wow.
my mom's mother is cousin to Queen Elizabeth. My mother's father is Irish and Dutch and 25% Italian.
That is amazing. You know what's funny? On my father's side, we have one redhead, and most people don't understand that. But I want to say, I don't know why I'm being told this. This is weird. It's Irish and English, or England or London. So there must be something hereditary with the red because people you don't see with natural red hair.
Well,
That's very.
my, my father's mother, she was a twin. I never knew her family. She was a twin in Germany. She was a German. And her mother and the two girls were taken to a concentration, and they were experimenting on these girls. And my grandmother had the strawberry blonde hair with the blue eyes, and her sister strawberry blonde with the blue eyes. And my grandmother begged a military man, please save my daughter, please save my daughter. He come back the next day and said, I could not save both, you have to choose. She goes, no, I can't, I'm not choosing between my children. So he had taken my grandmother to the United States. He saved
Wow.
my but and then my father, well, let's see, my grandmother, she had was in foster homes, and the Daniel Boone's family adopted her, and then something happened. She moved. They transferred. The older she got, they transferred to a farm with a lot of younger children, and she met my grandfather. And before my grandfather's Cherokee, and then he was actually, we found papers and a handcrafted desk where it stated that the Crockett's had actually adopted him. And when the older he got, something happened, and where he had actually ended up in the same farm with my grandmother to take care. The older ones had to take care of the younger children. And my grandfather said he couldn't take the abuse anymore because the older children were getting beat for not taking care of the children.
Yeah,
And
makes sense.
he told my grandmother that he'd be back for her. And he actually became a walking DC cop, Washington DC cop, and he came back and got her. He stayed with his promise, but boy, a 4'11" and a you got a German and a Cherokee. Can you imagine the atomic bomb?
Oh my God, that is just amazing just to to know that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, for everyone, don't just tuning in. We have Lori Johnson. She's been on the Travel Channel on that show that she just mentioned. She's also a shaman, psychic medium. Um, and she has an animal communication, so she talks to animals. So if you even want to call in and talk about your animals, she can do that too.
And
And
I'm going
Laura,
to.
yeah, and and you've already read me, okay? You've already read me, so you blew my mind away. And I'm gonna tell you right now, she's good. I'm gonna tell you that. And I can tell
Well,
you,
thank
it's funny because me and you, when we said we were gonna do this show together, I mean, it's more about you. But if you need, I'll help you out. But it's always to promote guests, and stuff like that. I've
you.
been even told to advertise myself, but other than that, so if anybody wants to
Right.
call in, I'll go ahead.
I'm a mentor as well, and I have the ability to see your truths. I speak the truth. I hear the truth. I smell the truth. I taste the truth. I rather know the truth than be mad for the rest of my life. So, you know, when somebody comes to me, I ask the higher powers, the archangels, you know, if it's meant, they come into my path for a reason. I don't go out and seek. Now, have I ever given somebody a reading that when I was out? Absolutely have, because their loved ones would not shut up. Not being rude, but they would not shut up. I remember going to a steakhouse in Virginia where I lived, and I'm across from these ladies that were celebrating. I didn't know what they were celebrating. I mean, I wasn't trying to be nosy, even though I could see if I wanted. And her mother was sitting on the corner of where all the girls were sitting, and she's like, "Come here, come here, come here. You really got to tell them." And I'm like, "Oh my Lord, I'm eating. Can I eat?" She goes, "No, come here, come here." Very demanding woman. If they're demanding when they're living, trust me, they're demanding when they're gone too. They don't change. The body dies. They do not die. And I
Wow.
got up and I'm sorry for interrupting. I said, but my name is Lori Johnson, and I'm a evidential psychic medium. And the girl goes, "Oh my God, I was wishing for this to happen." And I said, "There's a lady here." I told her what it is. I don't go by name because I believe in the light. When we die, we go to the light, or either it doesn't matter. We go to the light. There is no religion and there is no names, because the soul, it's like an atom. I believe in the reincarnation, and and the essence of that soul is reincarnated. So, even though there is multiple parts of the soul, they're still your mother, your father, your uncle, your cousin, your child. No matter who they are, they're always going to be. They're always going to live. And I told her who it was, and she started busting out crying. She goes, "Today's my birthday, and I asked my mom to come to me."
Well, there's
And
your validation. Wow.
to me, I don't look for validation. What I do is I want to see that person happy. I'm not a negative Nelly. If I see something bad, I turn it around. I just turn it to the better, to prolong your life, to be happy, healthy. That's who I am. A lot of people are afraid to go to people and I call them, and you, Garcia, are one of the ones, and I'm going to say it straight out. You are really real, because there's not one person has never been able to read me. Never.
I
Never.
appreciate I appreciate that.
And
And you know what?
there's a lot of people being taken advantage of. There are street readers out there. If you get a reading, don't ask about your mom or your dad. Ask for an open reading. I'd like to open reading, whatever comes to you. That's a
Yeah.
true reader. Never give any information. There's so many swindlers and street readers out there that are taking advantage of innocence. That's horrible. You also have to stay with your gut instinct. If you're drawn to that particular person, there's got to be a reason. Don't just go to
Okay.
anybody just hearing from a loved one, because what you're doing is you're not realizing your energy is being taken, not given. They can drain you. They can dehydrate you. They can confuse you. They can direct you in the wrong way. You have to be very
Exactly.
careful.
And I appreciate that. And you read me good, and I read you, and I really appreciate that comment about me being the real, because
I wouldn't
I've
come.
been told.
I wouldn't
I,
on your radio show. Not being
I,
rude. Very blunt. I'm a redhead with green eyes. I'm very blunt and I'm very truthful. And I really appreciated you coming in. In my life at that time.
I
I could see anybody, but hearing it from another person that I didn't even know who you were. I knew you. I just didn't know you, if that makes sense. I know your soul, most definitely.
I appreciate that. And as a matter of fact, you already read me. So everybody, so in case you want to call in, you can reach us at 929-436-2866 with a prompt 522-657-2748. And you're listening to the House Worker Files in the Global Enlightenment Radio Network. Oh, I just had to go there. But for Katie, if you want to go ahead and ask her for a reading, because I already asked her and she read me way before the show. I want to
Well,
say,
there's two women that are in cahoots with you. I'm Southern, so excuse the cahoot thing. But there's with the one lady that added me. Most definitely, she has loved ones coming forward, and then
That's
the
her name,
other lady.
Katie. Yeah, Katie.
Yeah, I see. Like I said, I don't need the name. I don't need your name. I can still tell you what you look like. I can tell you where your scars are. She's got a little dimple on her, my right, her left thigh. Trust me, there's nothing I cannot see.
Any questions that you want to ask her, Katie? Anything specific?
No. I just wanted the general as usual.
Oh,
I,
she wants
I
a
I'm
general.
I'm very usual with less information, more information from the other side.
Right. You're
So,
most definitely a skeptic, and I love skeptics because to me that means that you're not going to, oh, even if it's wrong. Oh yes, I don't. I love skeptics. I really do.
Oh no,
You most definitely have it.
I'm definitely not a skeptic. I just like to see what's been said. That's all.
Most definitely. Can I ask you if you have your father on the other side?
No.
Okay, there is a man that's coming forward as a father figure, so it's got to be your mom's dad that's going bald. Well, real thin in the top part and kind of like salt and pepper on the side. Is that your granddad?
No.
Okay, so who is he?
I would not
He's
have a
coming
clue.
grandfather, a father figure.
Everybody's still
He
living.
died with a heart attack. He smoked. He has
Um,
state issues as well.
no.
there must be a connection.
You have his
There
eyes.
it
Is
could
this
be
Katie
maybe.
I'm speaking to?
Yes,
Yeah,
you're
you're
talking
talking
to
to
you.
me.
Okay. You also have a female coming forward with her hair curly to the little bit past the shoulders, but it's actually at the shoulder. You have an older lady, kind of stocky.
No.
Okay, is your grandparents gone, honey?
One of them is.
Okay, and is that the grandmother?
That's my grandmother. Yes.
Okay, and is she the lady that had her hair done all the time?
No, she had it tied back.
Yeah, she's got it down. This lady's got it down. She has silver hair, but she liked it light, the light color.
Yes, she does have silver hair.
Okay. Does she have diabetes?
No.
I can't hear you.
No.
She didn't. She
No.
didn't have diabetes.
No.
This lady's got sugar on her. I can smell it. And she. Do you know what she passed of?
She smelled like cigarettes.
Say it again.
She smelled like cigarettes. Yeah, and she wasn't stocky. She was raked thin. She was a tiny woman.
Okay. So who is this lady that's coming forward, honey? You have the same shape of the eyes.
I would
This
not.
lady. This lady has diabetes.
I don't know anybody with diabetes.
I wonder who it is. It
And with
might be.
say, say it again.
I don't know anybody with diabetes at all.
Do you know who Betty is?
No.
Okay, just write this name down, please, because this lady's coming to you, and she's from your mother's side of the family,
Okay.
and she's a grandmother, so it could be a great grandmother.
Okay.
This lady's bigger than me. I'm size 5 to a 7, and she's bigger than me. She's not huge. She's not, excuse the pun, fat. She's
Okay.
just a chunky,
Mhm.
small chest, wide, a little bit of a belly. She has diabetes. She's got her left knee is hurting her, and she's telling me that she died in a like with Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, or one of them.
I don't know about any of my family prior to my grandmother.
Okay, I'm not being rude, baby, but just because you don't know who they are, they know you, honey, and she's with you, and that older man is with her. So it could be your grandparent, your great grandparent, because
Okay.
you have their shape of their eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're shaped like your dad, and you look like your mom. You look like your mom, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I think these are your mom's grandparents, baby.
Okay.
But they're with you a lot. I mean, a lot. A lot. Maybe is your mom alive?
Yes.
Okay, and your mom is going through some health issues, correct?
No.
Okay. And how old is your mom, baby?
50.
She's 50.
Yes.
Okay, let me look. Your mom is 50 years old.
Yes.
And how old are you?
33.
33. Okay, so let me look. How many times has your mom been married?
Once.
Okay. Do you know who Ronnie is? Ronald? Ronald?
No.
Okay, write these down and then ask your mom, okay? Because this is about her. You
Okay.
look a lot like your mom.
I look identical to my mum to the point where I can be
Okay,
her
I think
sister.
they think that you are your mom. They think you are they think you are your mom. Write those names down, Ronald and Betty,
Okay.
and ask her who they are, okay?
Sure.
Okay. Now the other lady's coming forward. Now she has the darker gray. She dyed her hair. Is that your grandmom, the smaller lady?
Yes.
She had shaking.
She has what?
Her hands shake like Parkinson's,
No.
Alzheimer's?
No.
Okay. This lady shakes. Her hand shakes, not her body, her hand.
What happened? I don't hear nothing. Where did she go?
I'm right here.
Oh, I didn't see. Sorry. I didn't want to interrupt you. I just want to make sure you're still there.
Yeah, I'm still here. Because when I get quiet, that means that their loved ones are talking to me. What is your grandmother's name, honey? Because this lady's with the L.
Irene.
Okay, this lady's with the L.
I don't have any grandmothers with an L.
Okay, just because they come as a grandmother figure doesn't mean that it could be a grandmother. It could be somebody that your family knew. But this is an L, like Lorraine, Loretta. Does that make sense to you?
Not really.
Okay. You you have a lot of people around you. A lot. A whole
That's
lot. And
weird.
this was
Yeah.
father's side.
I was going to ask you something, Lori, and it's just a question I was going to ask you. Is it
Yeah, go.
possible? Is it possible that you're probably connecting to one of the listeners? Because that's happened to me maybe like once, maybe.
It could be, but whoever, I don't even think so. I think whoever it is, it's with the lady I'm talking to. Whoever it is, it's somebody with her.
With somebody that she probably doesn't know. Makes sense.
Well, no, I think she knows.
I've always had a strong I've always had a lot of people come to me.
You have a lot, honey. You have a lot. Do you go to paranormal investigations?
No, but Chris will tell you that live on air that we've done spirit box and energy just goes through the roof. They all want to talk with me.
Yeah, they all do want to talk to her.
Every single one of these people, even children, baby. I
Mm-hmm.
have children that even want to come to you.
Because
I'm wondering if
I'm seen as a mother figure.
yeah, most definitely. Say your first name and then let me separate all of them because I do genealogy too. Let me separate all of them from you, okay? Because I
Okay.
know these are your great grandparents. They're not, even though they don't come as great, but they are great, okay? You most definitely resemble your mother big time, okay? So even though the man's got more of a rounder face than you guys, but the great grandma, that is most definitely your family. But you have, I'm wondering, Garcia, is she awakening?
Well, she's been gifted. So you're picking
Okay,
up on, so she's very gifted.
I'm extremely
okay, so
gifted.
Yeah,
okay,
she's
so hold on.
extreme.
Say your first name, honey, because I want to see if you have. I don't want to call it an attachment, but you might because you're spiritual. I want to look at your gifts. is what it is.
Okay.
Okay. Say your first name.
Katie.
Okay. You have a short temper. You have a tall house. Just yes or no. Okay. I see you on a second floor, correct? Where a
Not.
table is.
I'm in a tall house, but not on the second floor.
Okay, no, I know, but I'm looking at your past, babe. I'm
Okay.
following your energy is what I'm doing because I want to find out who all these people are with you. You have a lot, honey. They're. It's not that they're attached to you, but they're around you a lot. Do you ever feel drained?
Not lately, but previously, yes.
Okay, you're most definitely gifted. Most definitely gifted. But you're the way you're doing your direction in your gifts. You're going the opposite way that you need to go. Does that make sense?
Uh, yes, but I'm infusing my gifts into what I do.
Okay, because you're most definitely a healer. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because you're most definitely, but you need to carry your stones with you always so you can keep them a little bit further away from you because they're so close to you that all these people know you personally. That means that they followed you through your entire life. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, have you ever found yourself just wake up out of a dream and you feel like you're in a different place?
Many times. I also do a lot of astral work.
Most definitely you do, but baby, you're what you're doing is when you're doing your astro, you're bringing these people back with you. You have to be very careful, honey. Okay, you're most definitely gifted. But you've got to tell them, like when I do my healings, I ask people to make sure that you close the doors. You cannot get over it until the doors are closed. You're astral projecting big time. I can feel you in here with me. You see me. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Your left eye's you got a weak eye on the right eye. Yes.
No, they're both about the
Yeah,
same.
when you're doing your remote reviewing or astral projecting, look in the mirror and watch my right, your left eye. Your left eye will go higher. Your other eye will go normal. I call it the weak eye.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're remoting and using a lot of the left side of the brain and astral projecting. But you're bringing a lot of people in with you, a lot. You ever find yourself dehydrated really bad quickly?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm here if you ever want to talk to me because to me, I feel like I need to protect you.
Hmm. God, that sounds like somebody else told me the same thing before. A good friend of mine. She's watching too. She feels like she needs to protect me. So yeah, I can resonate with what you feel. Sometimes I
Yeah.
think you're like supposed to protect them, maybe because something that they don't know that you might know. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah. She's got a beautiful light. I mean, her aura. Sometimes when she gets a little irritated, it turns kind of like a brown a little bit. Like right now, it's a little brown with a little bit of red and a lot of gold. She most definitely got a light a gold around her. Yeah, honey, did you lose a baby?
Yes, I did.
Okay, when your
Oh
baby's with
wow.
you, you know it's a little girl, correct?
It's a boy.
I see the boy and the girl, honey. It's a girl coming forward first. Nope, it's a girl.
Oh, hang on.
I see the.
Hang on. Hang on. I gotta backtrack a little bit. I was pregnant when I was 17, but I didn't have that child. Didn't choose to have that child.
Okay, it's
And
a
then I
Oh
girl.
had a
wow.
second one that was a boy. That I
Boy.
know definitely that was a boy. The first one I didn't
You
know the gender.
okay? Well, it's a girl, and she's coming forward, and she loves you, and she's going to protect you when you're doing the ask rejecting. No matter what happens, I've lost two daughters as well. And what happened, I asked them, I said, was it something that I did? And they said, no, it wasn't our time. So your daughter, your first baby, will be back as a grandchild. Do you understand that? But
Ye-
she's coming to me because she will be back. She will be gifted just like you, and she loves you. Just give her a name, honey.
Okay.
I see the boy, but your first one is a girl, and she looks exactly like you.
And what about my
Except,
son?
except your son. Let me look at him. He's silly. He's very silly. Let's see. He likes to put his hand under his chin a lot, like you, when he's watching. What do you want to know about him?
Everything I can.
Well, number one, when you're in the bed, you're on. If I'm at the end of your bed, that would be my left. You're right. You're in the right side of the bed, correct?
Yes, actually.
Okay, because I'm okay. He. Do you ever feel a tug or your toes get cold really quick?
Yes.
That's your son. He's mischief. He's funny. He's silly. He likes to rock like you did when you were little. Now he's shaped like you, but he looks like his father.
Mm-hmm. That would be dead on correct.
Wow.
Yep. Yep. Now you had the baby and then he passed, or you miscarried.
Stillborn.
Okay. Okay. It's still the same to me. All right. He was not developed right. His heart was enlarged. There was something going on with the brain area as well.
He died of a
Yep.
virus.
I know. I see it, but it was like how would I call it? The brain. It was like a meningitis.
It was
Vi-
that.
vi-
It was B19 parvo.
okay. To me, it's basically almost the exact same thing as a viral meningitis. My niece had it. She passed, but she didn't pass until 3 years and 8 months later because they put her in chambers, putting the oxygen back in the brain.
Hmm.
But it's almost the exact same thing to me.
I know he died severely malnourished with severe anemia.
That's the exact same thing that happened to my niece until they started figuring out what was going on with her. Yeah, but he wasn't. It wasn't his time. You knew that? Yes,
Yes,
you knew that you were going to lose him. You
yes.
knew it, but he'll be back.
Wow.
He'll be back. And he's not his soul as the angel. He's never leaving his mommy. He's never going to leave you. When your toes, and it's not the big toe, it's the second and the third and the fourth toe. When they become cold, that's him. He also likes to play with the back of your hair.
Is that why I keep touching the back of my hair?
Absolutely. And he's also the one that's pulling the blanket. He's got a black and white dog with him as well. He has a black and white dog that has medium hair and a curl tail. Medium, like a not a small dog, but it's a medium dog that's
Hmm.
small, if that makes sense. The black and white dog, clean
It
face.
might be a play animal that he's picked up on the other side.
No, because he told me that it was daddy's. It was daddy's when he was little.
Okay.
Ask him about the black and white dog. It actually looks white with the little dot, like underneath the where the hair comes down and the belly area was dark, and then he had
Hmm.
a dark spot on the side. So if the dog's facing me, it would be my right, his left side, and it looks like a girl, not a boy dog.
Okay.
Unless they got him fixed, then yeah.
Hmm.
But he's with the dog.
Wow.
Your son move things around, especially on the table
Yeah,
with all.
yeah, and he opens cupboards too. He likes to open cupboards.
Yep, absolutely. He likes to. There's stuff on if you're facing the table. on the right side. There's stuff there, and he likes to knock things over and push. He plays with that light in that bathroom too. So if it flickers, that's him.
Mm.
Who is Walter? Walter?
I don't know any Waltz or Walters.
Okay. He
Mm.
says he plays with Walter.
Okay.
Spirit guide.
Wait, huh?
Spirit guide.
I think it is. I really do.
Spirit.
I think it is.
Who?
He looks like your husband. I don't think so, honey. I think he's your husband's grandfather. It's a tall, skinny man that looks just like him.
I could agree with that one.
He's playing
Wow.
with him. What is that man's name?
Alexander.
Yeah, but there's a nickname they called him. Do you know his nickname?
It may even be his great grandfather, Jack.
Whoever he.
He had a nickname, Jack.
Okay, you just gave me Jack, and it's Jack. It's Jack, because he looks just like your husband.
Mm-hmm. They all
Just
look the
like
same.
Yep. And your son plays with him a lot, and he's the one that's telling your son to play with the toilet
Okay.
because he likes to tinker. He says, "Let's tinker on this and fix it. Tinker on this and fix it."
Interesting.
Do you ever
Interesting.
feel like somebody's in the middle of on your other side when you fall asleep? Because that's your daughter. She doesn't want you forgetting her.
What was that first part again?
Do you ever, when you're in bed
Mm-hmm.
and you're taking a nap or you're just laying down, do you ever feel like somebody just laid beside you by the pillow?
Yes.
That's your daughter. She doesn't want you to forget her. Give her a name.
Okay.
Give her a name and let her know that mommy loves her.
Okay.
She'll be back as your grandchild. You have other children?
Yes.
You have 3?
4.
I see the
Ooh.
4. Honey, are you trying to go for another child?
Yes.
There comes a 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Are you having issues with your ovary on your left side?
Right.
It's the left too, because I can see it, because I'm in front of you. So if you take my left, your right hand, stick it out. Okay, now lower your hand and go towards the other side. You feel that cold draft?
Yes.
Okay, that's me. Who you did have issues with your right, but it's your left. There's something going on. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And you have a pinched sciatic nerve in your butt, in your back and your buttocks that goes down your leg?
My right side.
Uh-huh. Yep. But it's also going down the left too. Do you ever feel like your toes are curling in sometimes?
Yes.
Drink a lot of water, honey. You dehydrate because of all those spirits around you, baby. You need to what do you call it? Put borders of hematite in your home around when you're asked rejecting, okay?
Okay.
And put selenite. Put selenite under your bed, evened up with your pillow, so that way you could stay protected. Okay. Do you are you a Wiccan?
No.
Are you pagan?
No.
And you're Wiccan, honey. You are Wiccan.
Past life.
Huh?
I was thinking past life. You're probably picking up on past because I know you can pick up the past too.
Yeah, but she's a Wiccan. She's most definitely a healer. Wiccan doesn't mean she's a witch. It just means she's back in the 1600s. That was a dumb named man that had an affair with a woman, called her a witch. She put a curse on me. That's all jumbo mumbo jumbo. She's most definitely a healer.
I
But
I
if she
have
wants,
been I've been recently called a shaman.
are you Indian?
No.
You're not a shaman. You're a healer. You're the healer of Earth. You love small animals. You love children. You're most definitely a watcher of children.
Yes.
And in your father's descendant family, there is Indian. Just to let you know, it's
Okay.
on his mom's dad's side. Have you ever done the family ancestry?
I've done mine, and I've gone all the way back to the 11th century.
Wow, that's awesome. And on your dad's side, did you do that with his mom's side?
I don't know much about my dad's. Uh, long story, which I won't go into, but I can only do my mum's side.
Okay, because you don't need to explain nothing because I can see it all. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the people that in the beginning that I told you who they were, that's your father's side, honey.
Okay.
If I knew how to draw, I would draw, and you would say, "Oh my God." And just to let you know, your baby, the little boy, even resembles your biological father. Resembles, but he's identical to his father.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
I'm gonna tell you straight out, you're most definitely protected, but honey, you're not protecting yourself because you're angry about something. I'm not gonna put it out there. You can talk to me privately if you like, but you need healing yourself. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And you are worthy, and you are a beautiful person, and you most definitely are a healer. Because I know when you're asked projecting what you're doing, you do know that, right?
Yep.
Okay. So say hi to your family that came forward the first time, because
Hi.
that's your dad.
Yeah.
That's your dad. Now you see them. Look towards my right, your left side, and tell me if you don't see the. It's almost like a heat wave on the hot streets. You see that, but then that's because you're in denial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So when you look forward, I'm going to help you. Okay. Look
Mhm.
forward.
Mhm.
Close your eyes. Open them and turn real quick on your left. Do you see them?
Bend my neck if I do that.
Yes.
Okay. That's your dad's side, baby.
Okay.
Yeah. You're most definitely protected, more than you think. And he is your. Do you know if your bio is alive?
My what?
Your biological father,
Yes, he is.
is he sick?
Would not have a clue. I've had not had contact with him in over 15 years.
Okay. Do you know if he's a drinker?
He's not.
Okay. He's an angry bird.
Can be.
Okay. Okay. You most definitely are shaped like your father. Is there a boy with by him too?
He doesn't have any boys.
Yes, he does. Did you know? You don't know. He don't. He might not know, but yeah, he does. I see a boy. I
Interesting.
see a boy. Yep. And he was young, 16, 19 years old, maybe.
Okay.
Yep. There's a boy. Do you know?
That'd
You
be
don't
a.
know if your bio. Do you
Pardon?
know if your biological father is sick?
Is what?
Is he sick?
That I would not have a clue.
Okay. You got your gifts from him too.
Interesting.
You have a male guide, honey.
That I do not know who my guide is.
Oh, trust me, he's here. I can see him. He's here. He's here with me. I think your biological father spiritually watches over you.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yep. Nope.
Because I feel like I'm being followed all the time by
Yep.
not bad, but good.
Yeah, but it weirds you out sometimes because I can feel what you feel 10 times forward, and it freaks you out sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because this man's in a t-shirt. He's got he looks down. I know it's your dad. You look just like him. He looks down at like he's in shame, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Wow. Gotcha. So
you-
what do you think, Katie, with all that stuff
Yep.
we made?
I think it's cool. I thought for a second then you were going to pull a card, and I'm like, what?
Who, me?
You keep picking up those cards as if you wanted to pull a card.
No, he's
You know
not.
what? No, because I have, as you're doing the show, I was putting cards.
Oh.
No, you're Garcia. I already know what you were doing. You were staying in sync with me. His cards are in sync, most definitely.
I know. For at one point, Chris and I were totally in sync, and he almost passed out. Do you remember that day, Chris?
Yeah,
Yes,
but
I remember.
he's intaking too much energy. It's too much energy. You guys got to learn how to shield and ground yourself, because most definitely, Chris, he's not shielded, but he's grounded. You are not grounded, and you're not shielded.
Wow.
You-
Makes
She
sense.
needs to shield and ground. Oh, she's got a beautiful heart. She has an awesome heart, and
Yeah,
she
she
tries
does.
to trust everybody. She
Yeah.
tries to trust everybody, and then boom, she's the one that gets walked away from.
Does that make sense, Katie?
Oh, yep.
Yeah, it does. Good
Yep.
job. That's a very good job. I don't know. I know everybody else's. We don't have no callers, but
We do actually have a caller.
Number here.
We've
We
got a
do have a
caller.
caller. Well, I didn't see it because it is not showing up on my
Oh,
end. So
area code 203.
well,
Thank you,
That's not
Laurie.
me.
thank
You're
you.
welcome, honey. But
you.
so
203 area code.
we
203.
can set.
Hello.
Oh my God, I recognize that voice. You know what? I'm not gonna say the voice. That's your choice. So hi, caller.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Well, I'm calling to support you like always and support my friend Lori also.
Yeah. Hello. Thank you very much, honey. You are sad. You can smile bigger than the world, but you are so sad.
I felt that too. And I
Yeah,
don't.
you are literally kicking my butt with it. Your sad turns into anger. You got to be careful, baby. You have to be very careful with that, okay?
Mhm. I don't know what's bothering me, but I feel great right now, but I don't know. Maybe it's something bothering me that I hide deep down inside.
Yeah, but are you an empath, baby?
Oh, I'm a whole lot.
There you are. So what's going on with if you look out that big bay window that you have out in the living room, and then there's a house directly across from you. I'm in your house, by the way. I know you can see my shadow.
Oh yes, Chris knows about that house.
Okay,
Yes,
honey.
I do.
Listen, you're picking their energy up. You need to put your grounding stones down, because and you need to also bring in. They're telling me plants for you, and Katie, you too. Bring in life, because you guys are working with the earth and with what's going on right now. Believe it or not, even though it's trauma, it's actually healing. You guys already know this. You can see right through that, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And you're becoming it. You're even fighting in your sleep. You're in the if I'm at the end of your bed, you're on the left side, but then you're always at the end.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty much all over the bed, especially when, like, say my husband goes to work. I take up the whole bed.
Yes, you do. Yep, because you know why? You're fighting what you're sensing, but you get frustrated because you're not seeing it, because you think that it's trying to hide, but it's not. It's that house on the corner.
Yeah, that's the house Chris doesn't like.
Well, I don't. spiritually, I can see your soul. Personally, I don't hold on to anything on my readings or anything because it's none of my business. If you know me well, but okay. So you need to most definitely block yourself, even if it's with life. That means plants. Okay.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
in your room, in that closet, do you have a portal? It's a small closet right next to the dresser.
Which room?
It looks like where your bed is. So it might be the one next to it.
Yes, I know a closet. That same closet I kind of keep looking at night.
Yeah, I know. I see you. There's a portal in there, and it's not above and it's not down. It's almost up to the chest area. There's something in that wall. Did you know that?
I felt something always in that room. I always look at that room.
Yeah, I'm actually rejecting. I'm in your home, and to me, it looks like there's something in that wall. How old is that house?
It was built in the 40s.
Could be a squirrel on the wall.
Oh no, it's not a squirrel because I can see a squirrel. It's not a squirrel. She's got something up in her attic area, crawl space, but no.
Yeah, my what they have done into this house, my bedroom, the closets, the other room, and the bathroom used to be the attic part, and they made it into bedrooms.
Yeah, but you still have a crawl space because I can see something climbing inside there off that one tree on the side of the house.
Okay.
It's not going to get in the house, but no, you have a.
The house. I feel the house is very protective.
I don't feel danger in your house at all.
Oh, no.
Where's the leaning mirror that you found?
The leaning mirror that I found.
Whatever it is, it's tall and it's leaning.
I have a mirror that's in. See, I don't really like mirrors. The only mirror that I have leaning, I have two mirrors in my room at the moment, and I really don't care for mirrors too much. I have one on my dresser that was given from my mother, and the other one was originally from our bathroom that I took. When they remodeled it, I took down.
Can you set that in the sun for 3 days?
Which one?
The one with the darker frame around it.
The darker frame. Okay, that would be the one hanging up on the wall for my mother.
Your grandma's passed? The thin one?
Yes.
Okay. You can say hi. She's in it. She's been watching
my
you.
nanny. You said thin one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my nanny.
Yep. Short hair, silver, but
yes.
she liked to have it fixed. Okay. And she loves her fingernails done.
Yep, my nanny.
And she says, I have crooked feet. She's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, she was a jokester.
Oh, yeah, she still is. But just put it in the sun for 3 days, baby.
Okay.
Okay. Not direct in the sun so that it's going to beam and burn a hole through something, but just it needs the sun. Okay. Because there's an attachment in it. Not a bad thing.
No, I know, but I always looked at that mirror too. That's funny how you pick it up because that's the two things I usually stare at mostly in my room.
Yeah. Well, with your nanny, she had some sorrow. So that sorrow was absorbed in that mirror because I read mirror, glass, water. It doesn't matter. I read it. The trees, the sky, I read it. And it has a lot of sorrow in it. Do you understand that? And she's carrying a baby too.
That's amazing.
Yep, 2 babies. Not 1, 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have a brother?
No, not that I know of. We were all girls.
Okay, so it could be. Okay, so hold on. I'm getting a boy, and he's in his early 20s. So it could be a nephew. You have a nephew in his 20s?
I know my sisters had miscarriages.
Yeah, well, that one's on your nanny's my right, her left, or my left, her right. But then there's one baby from a male, and I keep hearing brother, so it could be her brother. I don't know, but she keeps saying brother child.
Hmm.
And then I see, you lost a baby too? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And you know the sex of it?
No, because those were early in the pregnancy.
Girl.
Mm-hmm.
So she has 2 girls, 1 boy. 2 girls,
Okay.
1 boy. Yeah. But they'll be back. It wasn't their time.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't their time. And you hear feet running in the hallway? You hear a little.
Oh, I hear. Oh, yes, I hear feet. I get tugged on my by my shirt.
Well, that's a boy that's doing that. Who's the young boy that you knew that drowned?
A young boy that drowned.
You were young, honey. You were young.
Oh, I don't
remember.
remember.
Your hair's in a ponytail and they twirled it.
Yeah. Oh,
Say it again.
I don't remember. The only
That boy
I
is
can,
that.
the only thing I can remember, like I get glimpse of it. When I was younger, I used to play with a little girl, which I don't know if she was actually alive or deceased, but I remember this one little girl I used to play with.
That was when you were awakening. Same thing happened to my granddaughter. That's actually your mirror image.
Yeah, because I've been having this since I was my gift since I was little. I used to see things, hear things, afraid of them when I was younger. I used to, which was, I didn't really realize until, as I got older about it. When I used to go to bed, I used to put my dolls around my bed in a circle around my body and felt that if they were there, they would protect me so nothing could come get me. And then I realized what I did was put a protection circle around me, and I never knew that.
So you're a pagan.
Mhm.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah,
okay.
and I know.
But a
I'm
lot
very
of
old
that,
soul.
a lot of that comes from your past lives. You do know that, right?
Oh, yes.
The soft spot where when the baby's born, it actually, the older we get, the more further it goes in the back. I call that the Pandora box of memory. No matter what life, it's still there. No matter who you are, it's still there from past lives.
Oh, yes.
Have you, I don't know, where are you from? Because to me, I feel like your soul was in Salem, Massachusetts.
That's one of my past lives.
I know.
Yeah, mine too.
Yep. But I'm originally from New York, and I moved to Connecticut.
You are actually anti-pantsy. You feel like you need to go. Go. I need to go.
Yeah, I'm always on the go. I can't keep still. My mind's constantly running.
Yeah, but honey, okay, number one, both you ladies need to go and start taking Reiki because you're healers. Healers are always the ones that absorb everybody's crap. Welcome to my jungle. And if you don't understand how to ground it, it's going to consume you. Consume means that you're going to become it.
Yes, and I just started. I just finished taking up Reiki 1, 2, and Master, so I have my certificate now for Reiki.
Very good. And even if you do it over the internet, go live if you have to, and start, getting your groups together and start sending it out. Because the more you send out, the more it's healing you. Okay. Especially Katie. Katie, you too.
Okay.
Do I have to call to get a reading?
No, yeah, I mean, well, we're about to take a break in a little bit, but I'm just getting here to take our time.
All right.
And do you see anything? Any other?
You have listen. Your bottom of your feet are tingling to me. That's neuropathy coming. You need to start stretching your feet. Stretch your
Oh,
legs.
yes.
Stretch your feet. Okay.
Yes,
You
that's
most
what
definitely
I've
have that.
been doing.
And on the there's a knot coming on the top part of your back of your neck, the way your granddaddy and grandmother had.
Mhm.
Okay. You need to start stretching your neck up and then put the pillow underneath there sometimes.
Yes, that's what I do too.
Okay. Because if you need to start stretching your feet though, honey, because you have dry sockets as well. My right, your left hip is kicking my butt.
Mhm.
Big time. Seriously. And you have tennis elbow coming in your left arm too.
Yeah, I know I'm falling apart at a young
No,
age.
you're not. You actually aren't, honey. But because you are spiritual, we end up picking up what is around us. It's energy. Energy is like the invisible man. So when you're not learning before you take your feet out of your bed, when you wake up in the morning, you take a drink, you sit up, you make sure you have water by your bed. You sit up and say, you know what? I feel really good. I'm kind of stiff a little bit, but I feel really good. And you put your feet down on the floor. When you start walking halfway almost around your bed and you find yourself impatient, aggravated, or you're feeling like you're in a hurry, you're picking somebody else up. You have to start learning you. So that way you say, you know what? This doesn't belong to me. Send it where it needs to be. Never send it where you think it needs to be. You don't do that because it's boomerang. It'll come back at you.
Yes.
Yeah, and you need your eyes checked, honey, because your left eye is kicking my butt. You're making me a little lightheaded.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm the one you probably were also picking up with lazy eye because I do have a lazy eye.
Yeah, well, when Katie is doing her astro or her remoting or more of her astro, I can see the change in her left side. There's nothing. I'm a dissector. I dissect everything. I look for everything. I don't care if your fingers twitch. But her left eye goes up, and the other one kind of like, that look is like, what are you talking about? Type of thing. That type of face.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Katie.
Oh, yeah.
But her hand turns opposite when she's doing it too, or she piddles with her fingers when she's remoting, like she is now.
Yeah, and also with the name Walter, I'm always picking up that name. So I thought that was kind of odd because I was on hold when you were talking and you mentioned about Walter.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm always saying that name Walter always comes to me too.
Have I ever given you a reading?
Yes, you have.
Okay. Does Walter come to you when you hear my voice or when you see a picture of me?
I really don't know, but I know I always hear that name Walter.
Okay, pay attention before you hear that name Walter, because my mother's brother died. We don't know where he's at.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom's brother is Walter.
Okay, yeah, because I'm always hearing the name Walter.
Okay. Yeah, but Katie has a Walter. She got a lot of people coming forward.
Yeah, and I also was told that since I've been upgrading more than I'm supposed to be upgrading, I'm like doing it fast.
Hold on. OMG, who are you going to, honey? Who's telling you you're doing it too fast?
No, a friend told me that that my upgrades are coming in fast.
That is a bunch of crock. I had a medium tell me, because I could see through people's bodies, that I should never tell anybody. That I need to pick one gift and stick with it. That's old psychic abilities. We're the new breed. Anyone that has acknowledged and opened up since 2012, there was a shift. When we got the shift, a lot of people awakened. Even though you were born gifted, you didn't lose it, but it was tucked away. That when you started 2012, if you started noticing that you were seeing and acknowledging things around you, you're called the new breed. New breed, there is no limitation, because we're here to heal, balance, and to protect. I don't know who told you that, and I hope I never told you that. I don't think I did, but
yeah, because what I've been noticing something different I've been hearing like I don't know what it is. I hear, I don't know if it's like I said, I don't know if it's earth or whatever it is. I hear a low tone humming noise that no one else can hear it. I can hear things like
but what is the humming? Because it depends. Are you doing an out of body? Because when I do out of body, I hear the heavens choirs. I hear the instruments. I hear bells. So it depends. Okay, so let me look and see.
Mhm.
Let me look and see what's going on when you're hearing that. And you're hearing the what now?
It's like a humming noise, like a hum or like a vibration noise I could hear.
Okay, honey, that's your grandma in the mirror. When you're hearing that and you look at the mirror, do you ever see it kind of like waving?
No, because I really don't like looking in the mirrors too much.
That's grandmother. It's her way of trying to connect with you. Some people want to see their loved ones, but but some people are afraid to acknowledge to see their loved ones because then reality hits. Oh my God, I lost my grandmother. Oh my God, I lost my dad. Oh my God, I lost my mom. You get it?
My grandmother came to me in a dream the day that she died. And it's a dream that's so vivid that to this day I could tell you exactly everything. And she told me she passed. She pointed to a headstone. She went into this big ball of light and shot up to the sky.
That's awesome. She had no unfinished business. That's awesome.
Nope. And that's how I knew she passed. And then I went to go call my sister about the dream I had. And as I picked up the phone, she was already on the phone. And she was like, the phone didn't ring. And she had the exact same dream as I did.
She's just letting her babies know that
Yep.
she's always going to be with you. But if you saw that light within her, she had no unfinished business. That is beautiful. That means that when we go to the light, we're stronger. We have no fear of being judged, or we have no unfinished business to keep us lingering, earthbound, or in purgatory. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Yes.
He just told me to tell you, I miss you so.
Oh, I miss her too. I really do. And that's, another thing. I mean, I don't know where I get it from or which side of the family I got it from, but the knowing, I always know like when a loved one's going to pass. I know when something's going to happen. That, I mean, sometimes it's, a blessing. Sometimes it's not, because I really don't like the knowing that when a loved one's going to pass.
I can do it too, baby. But the thing is, I already told the angels, I acknowledge and I appreciate it, but I don't need to know that. Help me prolong the life, or help them go to the light. That I don't want to need to know how they die. When 3 days before my father died, he was 67 years old. That's young. So 3 days, I kept being told I was holding him back. And I was like, no, I don't want to hold him back. I don't want him to suffer. So I said, I release him from my burden to hold him back. So they showed me that Christ came down and lifted his soul. 3 days. So I see the soul of a person that's dying 3 to 7 days before they die. I see them.
Yeah.
And I told them, thing is, you can tell them, please don't show it to me that way. That I understand it's their time, but help me understand, or you could tell them if they're called higher powers, you work with the higher powers as well. You ask them, if they need help to go across to the light, then show me how to do that. But let go of that knowing, because then it's going to become overwhelming to you. It was overwhelming to me.
Yes. Yeah,
it's still overwhelming.
Oh, it is, because I seen, loved ones. I knew they were going to go before they were going, and it bothers you because
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you can tell them it's not my business. Tell them it's not your business. It's not my business, not my concern. That's God's work. The only
Yeah.
thing that I think sometimes we're shown that is their way of kind of like asking you, is it okay to go? So, that to me is, I don't know, I have a problem with that. Even though I still can do it, I just tell them, you know what, if you're at peace, then you do what you have to do.
Yeah, and the other issue I'm having too that I deal with too, I know with the sleeping, I know that, and then when I do go to sleep, I get a lot of, visitors that want to talk and keep me up.
All right, well, with the best thing, you're in a shift too. You're in a change right now. How old are you?
I just had my birthday 4 days ago, 45.
Okay, so you're in a shift. Shift means like a premenopausal, but it's not, if that makes sense. It's spiritual. Get a fan, a floor fan, and put it at your feet. Do not put it on your face. Put it at your feet. It becomes your white noise, but at the feet, it helps you be able to be at calm, like the baby. The cold air gets to the baby's feet. It's almost as if they're still in the womb.
Okay.
So just put the fan at your feet, and it'll help you. I've been doing it all my life. Trust me, all my life. I would scream if I did not have the fan.
Yeah. Because, there's times where I go to sleep, and I'm just about to sleep, and then I hear them right in my ear and tell me I'm like, oh, no.
Well, you have to remember, you're the boss applesauce. You need to tell them, if you need me to help you, you have to understand, this is my room, my sanctuary. Bless it with the big cross with your left hand, because that's where you love, is your heart. And you make a big cross, say, if you're not of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, you're not welcome here. Ask Archangel Michael to take them where they need to be, and then turn around and you tell them, I can't help you if you don't let me rest. And they will listen. And you have to believe in yourself. And I don't know who the man is here, but he's looking at me. Katie, he's from you. There's a man here, and he's looking at me. Crazy.
I know. I was gonna say, well, I don't know. We were gonna take a break, but I'm just gonna wait till you're almost done with the reading. I don't want to interrupt you. That's
Right.
why I'm just.
Yeah, there's a man. There's two men here. My house is getting full. See, I'm being watched. That's the thing about, as spiritual people, we're always watched.
Oh, yes, I feel it all the time. I even caught it in a picture.
Oh, most definitely. That they like, people that can read energy can read anything, and when you can see silhouettes or the soul itself, they sometimes try to hide, and it's like, you do know that I can see you, right? They're like, what? They like to test you. Trust me.
Oh, yes, because I remember I was taking a picture to, I was going towards the sun, trying to get the picture of my aura. And as I'm turning, I felt like I was being watched. So I kept on turning over my shoulder, looking. Didn't see nobody. And I kept on feeling it. And I went to go snap a picture. And then when I took the picture, I saw the spirit.
Oh, yeah, most
and it
definitely.
kind of looked shocked that, it got caught, more or less.
Yeah, a lot of them are. They like knowing that they're not forgotten. But you just have to always tell them that, if you want me to help you, I can't go find your loved ones. You'll have to send them to me. And then they have to give you enough time to rest, because there's no way that you can help them if they can't.
Yeah. And just one more question before I go, regarding about my guides.
Number one, give me your name.
Stacy.
Stacy what?
Comiskey.
What? I knew it was you.
I know you knew it was me.
I knew it was you. Yep. You, young lady, you and I need to talk privately. Trust me on that.
Yes, and I bet you didn't remember that, and I know we had past lives together.
Oh, most definitely. Me and Katie have. Because they're telling me Katie is one of my children. Because 33 years ago, I lost a daughter.
Yep, I knew you were going to know me.
Katie, is my soul familiar to you, honey?
Not that I can
Say my
recognize
name
right now.
out. Katie, say
Yeah,
my name out loud, Lori.
Laurie. The name is more familiar than the soul.
Well, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. But that's only because some of us are in denial. It's very weird, but we're in denial of familiars. Acknowledging the familiar, if that makes sense. Yep.
Yeah.
Are you English?
Me? No.
What is your nationality, baby?
I'm Australian.
Oh, I have a lot of friends in Australia.
I know. I was gonna say, y'all can hold that thought because we do need to take that break, guys. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You can stay on the
You're
phone.
the boss.
You don't have to. You don't have to hang up, Stacey. But we're gonna
Okay.
take the break, guys, on the Global Enlightenment Radio Network on the House Worker Files. We'll be right back, guys. We're gonna take this first break.
If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that have hurt you, and you'd stay. I don't know why I did the things I did. I don't know why I said the things I said. Pride's like a knife, it can cut deep inside. Words are like weapons, they wound sometimes. I didn't really mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry, but baby, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that have hurt you. You'd stay. If I could reach the stars, I'd give them all to you. Then you love me like you used to do. If I could turn back, my world was shattered, I was torn apart. Like someone took a knife and drove it deep in my heart. You walked out that door, I swore that I didn't care. But I lost everything, darling, there and there. Too strong to tell you I was sorry. Too proud to tell you I was wrong. I know that I was blind. And darling, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that have hurt you, and you'd stay. If I could reach the stars, I'd give them all to you. Then you love me like you used to do. If I could turn back time, if I could turn back time, if I could turn back time, oh, baby. I didn't really mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry, but oh, if I could turn back time, if I could What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love?
Guys, House Walker Files and Global Enlightenment Radio Network. Oh, sorry, I just had to go. I sound like Daryl now. Oh my God, he's rubbing off on me.
Yay.
No, so I was gonna say that song came from the movie Night in the Roxbury. If y'all remember that movie, that's where I get that song. So yeah,
Chris, you
those
have
two
to you
guys.
have to do the neck movement. You can't
Oh
do
my
that song without the neck movement.
You know what? I'm just gonna go like this, King with the head. No, but then, Oh my God. That's where I got that song. I love that movie. I actually remembered it. I was like, what's the name of that damn song? I was like, shit, I remember it, but I just can't remember that. But that's where I got the movie. So, I mean, the song, sorry. So, I know we're gonna, because I know we have like a few people. I know that we have a caller, then we have Marcy, because I don't want everyone to miss out on the reading. So, who do you want to do? So we can just try to make it to where everyone gets a shot. So we can take the caller, or do you want to go, Marcy? Did you have a question? You know what? I do got a question, Lori. That we had someone that asked in the chat, and this is just a basic question. Her name's Angel. She said she wanted to ask if you saw her moving to Arizona, and if so, what did you have any advice for her? It was just a general question. Yes or no, I guess.
I see the Arizona area, but right now she has to finish doing something with somebody that she's connected to before she leaves. So I'm getting about 2 months. 2 months. But she's not going to be happy there, and she knows it. Why is she going that way?
I don't know. I guess she would have to call in. She said that she couldn't call in, but she did ask that question. I didn't, but of course, I didn't want to interrupt you with your readings and stuff. Then we had Marcy in the chat where she's in on the live Zoom. What was the question, Marcy, that you had?
I had two questions actually. One was, do you see me traveling this year? And the
I do.
second one
Should have
was
water.
the second one was, uh, will I be meeting a man soon?
Honey, you're
I
holding yourself. Yeah, but you're holding yourself back from that. You want it, but you don't want it because you don't like bosses. You don't want to be dragged down, if that makes sense. But you miss the companionship.
but that's all. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but I see a lot of girlfriends around you. I see you traveling, yes, but you're contemplating which way you want to go. You don't know if you want to take a ship to go. You're a water baby, so
Oh,
you don't know if you want
definitely.
a ship or a car or a bus. Don't take the bus and don't take the ship. But if you're going to take the car, the small one, fix the tires
You're
and the brakes.
right. They're dry rotted
Yep, and the brakes in the back on the
be-
driver's side.
because I don't drive and there's only like 18,000 miles on this 2013 car.
Yeah, but I see a female going with you. Actually, I
Y-
see one, two, three people going with you, and they're all women.
Yeah, that would be my daughter and both of my granddaughters.
Yep, I see them. I see.
Cool.
But if you would probably be safer if you guys got a rental, a truck, because you like the feeling of a truck, the higher off the ground area. That's why you
Oh,
don't drive. You do
oh well,
not
no,
like.
I don't drive. I don't drive because I don't have anywhere to go.
Well, yeah, but you also have you don't like feeling low to the ground. That's the same as I. You like the high. You like seeing above people.
Yeah, yeah, I do. But I also like a small, fast little red car.
Yeah. But that one needs a little bit of work. Plugs, tune up, oil change. The
All
muffler's a
that,
little bit
the
rattled.
engine, all that stuff's been taken care of. But the tires, they told me I had a slow leak the other day, and I pulled in, and he checked on my tires and told me that they were dry rotting, and they're like brand new. They still got the spikes. But
Yeah,
romance.
yeah, but you need to get that brake checked on the back. I mean, they all need to be the tires need to be rotated. The back driver's side brake, you need to have that looked at.
Okay,
Yeah,
driver's side in the back.
in the back on driver's side. Yes.
All right.
Yep. And you have a tiny little tear on the seat inside of the driver's seat. I can see it.
No.
You got a rip. Yeah, I see it. You got too much sun going in there. You need something at the window. It's a small one. I can see it. It's like a crack
In the seat?
on the driver's side. Yes, going towards the middle. Yes, and then on the side, way side. If you find it, just tell me yes.
Okay, yeah, because the sides are leather, but the seats are cloth. So that's where I got confused.
Ah,
I,
yeah,
I will
I,
look. I
I
will
see
look.
a
I
little
will
bit.
look. Now all I need is a man. But like you said,
You
I'm
know,
not
you like the companionship, but go home.
right. I want them to have their own place and me to have my own. And if we live together, we have separate bedrooms and we just go back and forth.
Yep, but you're a couch baby.
But oh yes, I am. I am a
Mm,
homebody. My home is my castle.
yep. Yeah, but you like
Okay.
snuggle. Then get off me.
Of
I'm done. Goodbye.
course. Yeah. Yeah. I just didn't know if anybody was going to be, because I'm just not a one night stand kind of person.
No, you're not. No, you're too bullheaded for all that nonsense.
Yeah. I want
But there
somebody.
already know that's kind of receding up at the tops, salt and pepper color hair, but more of a little bit of a white in his hair that you already know. But something just fears you with him.
Um, is he kind of chubby?
Yeah, he got a little bit of a belly. Laughs funny.
He laughs funny. Hmm.
Yeah, he laughs funny.
I'm not sure who that would be.
When he laughs, it's a deep voice. He got a deep voice. You know him.
Todd. Would his name be Todd?
Uh, he said, huh? When you said
Ronald?
that, no, it's Todd.
Yeah, well, it's Ronald Todd.
Right. Yeah, but he don't like the word unless you call him Ron.
Right. He goes by Todd.
Yep. Yep.
So that's him, huh? He's
Yep.
been around. He's been around almost 20 years, on again, off again.
Yep.
Lives right down the street. Has his own
Yep.
house.
Yep.
Maybe
And
I
he's
need
a
to.
lover.
Maybe I need to revisit him. Rekindle, because we're best
Yep.
friends. I mean, we're best
Yeah.
friends.
Yep. Most definitely.
I just
Yep. He's
ended the other part because I didn't see a future.
because of fear. It's
Yeah.
fear. You're a lot like your daddy.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Daddy's gonna appreciate that. He's in heaven, of course, I think.
Well, well, he's behind you. So yeah.
Have you seen my brother?
Okay, I know. I know we have. I know. Yeah, I saw that.
Your brother's he looks like his mom. You look like your dad. You're
Yeah,
shaped like your mom.
yeah.
Vice vice versa with your brother.
Well,
Did your brother pass?
I had two brothers, and
Yeah.
one
Who
of
is the
them
one?
is,
Did you? Who is the man that died with the heart attack?
well, they said it was a heart attack, but he OD'd.
I know. I see it. But he
Um,
had
but
his lungs. He
what?
also had he had issues with his lungs.
Oh, I don't doubt that. Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
don't doubt that at all.
Your
My other
daddy says, "Oh,
brother is
I hear your dad."
mentally dead.
Yeah, but your daddy said, "Oh, I see that little shit."
Oh, he sees him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I sure do wish Daddy had some advice for me right now about this house and my other brother. God, he's annoying. He's mentally dead,
Hmm.
but
He
still
says he's
alive.
mom. Yeah, but he says he's a mama's boy. You know, listen to me.
No, my mama couldn't stand him. My mama
Yeah, but
never, she did not
he
lay eyes on him from I was 15. Yeah, 15 years old. And
yeah, but your dad says your mama. Was he around your mother when he was little?
yeah, oh, definitely when he was little, he was mama's boy. But
Okay. But your dad says she ruined him when he was young
oh,
because he doesn't listen to nobody.
she didn't ruin him. He did. No,
He's,
no
he's a young.
blaming.
He's a young lady. What the hell are you talking about? Your dad had some
Mm,
too, yeah. Did your
What?
daddy have? Did your daddy drink?
He used to years ago, but I mean, he passed in 2015.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did at one time. He
Yep.
Both my parents were alcoholics.
Yep.
Okay, I'm looking at this. Hold on. Is there anything else you have, Marcy, that you wanted to ask?
Well, I guess we're good. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. God bless you.
You're
He said.
welcome. Because I
He
know, because
said
I don't
just
want
be.
to leave the call. Go ahead.
You can move
Sorry.
on now. See you,
No,
Chris.
sorry. Okay, you're welcome.
Bye.
I know we have other callers because we have to keep an eye on the time, and I don't want to leave the caller. So, what other caller we have? I don't know, Christopher. We have. I know that we have a 203. I think we have one that's listening. I believe because I've been watching in the chat. So, can somebody bring in the caller 203?
Hello?
Caller, caller 203.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hi, how are you guys doing?
doing fine. So, I think I know who this is. Uh,
I think
so,
you
what is
do.
it that? So, what is it that you wanted to ask, Lori?
Um, just a general reading would be great. I mean, I do have some questions, but I'm wondering if the general reading would give me the insight that I'm looking for. Because sometimes I feel like, you know, it's better to be
Right.
open.
Exactly. Right. So number one, I've got to ask you, why are they showing me envision you doing something at somebody?
I'm sorry, I
So
couldn't hear you.
I said, envision, I see you throwing something at somebody. Did you chase somebody off because they really irritated the crap out of you?
I just had a
Male.
slight argument with my sister recently, and I just kind of was like, you know what, I'm done, and I walked away. But
Yeah, but
nothing.
is it okay? But listen, honey, you're giving too much information. Is it over a male? Is it over
No.
a male? Okay, because
No.
I'm getting a male, MALE, male. So it could have been in your past a couple months ago, whatever it is. But you're mad. You're throwing something. I'm done. It's a male. I see your sister, but you're always going to love your sister.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's a male. Are you with a male?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I speak the truth. I tell the truth.
Mhm.
So there's some things that I don't like to put people's laundry out there, but you're contemplating something with them, right?
Not
You're second guess.
necessarily. If anything, we've been a lot better than what we've ever been. So, I mean, prior, like in the past, I was thinking things, but as of right
Yeah.
now, no.
Just
I
be
feel like
careful
we're
with
a
that.
lot. Mhm.
Okay, but just be very careful with that because not being rude. Is he a sarcastic type of person?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he definitely is.
He's going to say something to click you back into it, and you're going to get mad. You have to learn. Sometimes you have to walk away because they think it's funny, but you're going to take it to heart. Do you understand that?
Right.
Okay. Does he drive a car?
Yes, he drives.
Does he drive a car? It's a light colored car it's an older car.
It's a truck and it's an older model. Yes.
Okay. Because I see the front. They're not showing me the body. They're just showing me the front, and it looks like an older vehicle.
Yeah, my truck.
Okay, because I see you throwing something at it. So he's going to do something that's going to really tick you off. Be careful. Walk away.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Christopher. Thank
You
you.
most definitely have your mother's temper. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm there. I'm sorry. I didn't want to cut you off, so I was being quiet.
Okay, I said, do you have your mom's temper?
No, my father's.
I see your father's, but it's your mom that it blows up to the max.
That's
your
my
dad
dad.
kicks up and walks away. Huh?
No, my dad's more aggressive than my mom. My mom
I see
is
your dad.
passive.
Yeah, but
Right.
I see your dad get mad, kick stuff, and then storms out. Your mom, she's done. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm not dealing with this type of thing. Your dad's more physical, but your mom is more of a verbal.
Yeah, but she
Okay.
usually really even when she is upset or mad, she really never tells anybody she's done with them. She just kind of just stays quiet. That's it. But she's never said that to anybody. She's more, like I said, she's more loving and caring. And she, like I said, when she's done with something, it's more she'll just be silent versus say anything else. And she says that she was taught that way.
What was that? I heard a beeping.
I heard that too.
Yeah,
That's
that's
weird.
it. I'm putting it on mute as we're talking. Wait, my background noise, because I have my kids walking around and things like that. They're not cutting in and out. So I don't want to be rude.
So what is your question, honey?
So the other night, I was sitting there talking on the phone with my friends, and they saw this big ball of gold light. It literally looked like it came past my face, and I didn't get winded, but I felt the wind of it, and then I watched it, and then it kind of like burst, but not blew up. It kind of just like fragmented, and then it just went away.
It's a woman. Julie's a grandma?
Yeah, my grandmother's no longer with us.
Your mother's mother?
Yes, she's no longer
Okay.
with us.
You can say that with her.
Okay.
Yeah. So whatever you were doing, and she didn't want you to say it.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's looking out for you because you've got a friend that's not a true friend.
Okay, yeah, 'cause I was in a group chat with a bunch of people, so that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. It's just her way of protecting you.
Okay, so it was nothing to be like, afraid of or anything like that. That was just her.
No.
Hey.
No, I don't see anything negative around you. You've got a little child walking around. That was the baby that you lost.
Yeah, I've lost 4.
I know.
Yeah,
This is the third one. The third child. 1, 2, 3. Boom.
Okay. And is it a
The
boy
boy.
or a girl? A boy?
The boy. Yeah.
I wonder if that's a little boy that my son sees.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. Well, actually, the one that he sees is it's the last one. This child that's coming around you a lot, that likes to play with the doors. This is probably the first child you lost, or second child you lost.
Okay, yeah, we do have a lot of issues with the doors opening and shutting and rattling and doing.
That would be him.
Yeah, I don't feel threatened by it at all. Like when it does it at all.
Wow.
No.
Okay.
You have a little girl too that likes to kick things over.
I have a daughter that does that now. So
Well, she does it with her other sister.
The same way.
Yeah, she does it with her sister.
Yeah, that sounds like something my kids would do when they get upset or annoyed at something.
Yeah. You need to ask your daughter if she sees angels.
Yeah,
ask her if
she does,
okay.
She does tell me she sees things and feels things.
Yeah, ask her if she saw her little sister. So actually, it would be older sister. Yep. And your last child, is that a boy?
Yes, my last child, he's a boy.
Okay. He sees angels too.
Yeah, he tells me they because pretty much my whole family's very gifted. I'm gifted too. I don't like to put myself out there. I like to sit back and
Right.
if I need to help somebody, I will help them. But other than that, I don't advertise myself like that or make myself known. I just don't. I feel like that if that was my calling, then God would lead me down that path. But right now, I'm where I'm at for a reason.
Right.
So I don't question it. And,
Well, most definitely, you need to start doing outside gardening and stuff like that, so you can energize, if you may.
Right. Yeah, I definitely. I spend a lot of my time outside, and I have a very, I would say, a very nice backyard where I have a lot of wildlife, and I like to take my shoes off and walk around the grass and just reconnect with things.
Absolutely. So hug a tree, sit by a tree, release a lot of that energy that you pick up.
Yeah, I actually do that. I love that. I like touching the leaves and seeing all the little bugs and things like that are crawling on it and feeling them and trying to, feel where their
So
energy
basically,
is.
for somebody that says that they touch the leaves, is a fairy. So you have fairies everywhere,
Okay.
almost
Yeah, 'cause
like
I always feel that feeling. But I have,
a nymph. Do you know what a nymph is?
yes, it's kind of like a forest dweller, and they look after the forest.
Absolutely, that's you.
Okay, yeah, that's how I feel. I definitely feel like I got to protect animals and nature more than people, believe it or not.
Yep. Yep.
But I do have this one friend that I feel like I have to constantly look out for and protect. Um, do you know why that is? Like I feel like I'm drawn to him. I have to protect him. I'm there for him, and it's funny when he needs me, I know it, and I call him. And I feel like we were related. I feel like we were actually siblings in our past life. Um, and I think that's
No,
what
he
it
was
is.
no, he was your child.
Oh, okay.
Past
So
life.
that's why I feel really protective and like I have to
Yeah,
guide him and help.
but you have to be very careful because what happened in a past life and you lost him young is because you were trying to control. This is your karmic life with this person. So you don't need to tell him what to do. You need to help guide him because what you're doing is you're enabling him again. You have to be very careful.
Right, and that's
Mm.
why I kind of allow him to come to me, not me go to him. If he
No,
needs my
you
help.
can go to no, you can go to him, but you can't be the mom. You are
Gotcha.
becoming every mom. You can't do that. You have to say, hey, look, I can tell something's going on. You've got to learn to let him talk. Not being rude, but you are allowed your mom to where you talk over.
Oh my God, I'm not. I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything.
Well, I know it's here. So
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything, Lori. I didn't say anything.
I'm gifted. So, anyways, you have to be very careful with the karmic life to where to be able to keep that friendship and that connection is when you sense something, yeah, call. Hey, I can sense what's going on. What's up? You have to mute yourself and allow him to talk because not being rude,
Right.
you talk over. So
Yeah.
you're listening, but you're not listening. You need
Right.
the need.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do. You're right.
Yeah.
This
Well, your mom did it to you.
resonates with me, Chris.
That resonates with, it's
The
just a lot of just,
question.
yeah, it's just crazy. That's
And
just
Chris, you
blowing.
need to start warm salt water because you've got some issues going on with your throat.
I know. I always do that, but it's crazy. So I already know that. You told me. So I got to get it done. I know.
Yep.
I know.
Okay.
So,
And then,
so anything else you have, Amanda?
yeah, I was just wondering, what do you think? Because, like, I've been, I have different gifts and different abilities and things like that, and I focus on a lot of grounding, and I'm really, really discovering my face and a lot of things.
Yeah, but number one thing with you, baby girl, is you have to eat better. Your digestive system, not to be rude, it sucks. Your stomach is tore up. Your bowel system is tore up. You have acid reflux because I can feel it burning in the throat. You have to change your eat. You have to eat a little bit more of the lighter greens, and you can actually go get some rice vinegar for your throat because do you have a little bit of a thyroid going on?
Okay.
So you could do that, and you also you have a click when a spirit's around. Your left hand starts to move like a jump. That's your soul telling your body to let you know when a spirit's around. Okay.
Okay.
You have to pay attention, not just what you're thinking or seeing, but your body's action.
Okay.
And then the baby has some issues in the stomach because it's a little bloated and hard, and that's from chocolates. And he could be like high lactose intolerant.
Okay.
He's bloating like you did, bloats. Y'all need to stay away a little bit away from the dairy stuff.
Okay.
And you need to write with a pencil and paper, no matter what comes forward or whatever you think, just write it. Because what you're doing is you also, when you're outside, you're picking up the land's problems, the sadness. and you're absorbing it. That's why you're like, oh my God, can y'all be quiet for a minute? It's because you're bringing it in and you're absorbing it. You're not releasing it. You don't drink enough water either. I don't know what that is. It looks like a soda or a Coca-Cola. I don't know what
Oh
it is.
my
to
God.
drink.
Yeah, I don't like water. I just Pepsi mostly.
Honey, you have to drink the water because we are spiritual, and even working with the earth, Mother Nature's earth, you're actually absorbing the problems from the earth. You're absorbing it. This is the reason why your upper back hurts. Your joints are starting to dry out. You need to drink water to keep hydrated. Go get Aquafina. I can't stand water either, but Aquafina is good.
Okay, I can definitely.
Because I see sodas popping in your throat a lot, and that's eating the bottom of your stomach and irritating the stomach. And you need your eyes checked because your left one is really bad. You got a weak eye or something.
Okay.
Yep. And you have a little bit of a tone deaf as well. Because when I'm hearing what you're hearing, I feel like I'm listening to a can.
Wow.
Interesting.
Okay, I could definitely do that.
Yep. And you also pick up your man's issues as well. You pick him up.
Oh yeah,
Not
I
being
do.
rude. Yeah, but honey,
Like-
you've got to be careful with this because even though you say that dad, you're a lot like your dad, a lot. Even though you have the actions of your mother, you are a lot like your dad. You have, not being rude, I'm very blunt, but you have a lot of ego to where you need to control something. You need to know. Be careful because you're taking upon everybody's crap.
Right. Yeah, I've noticed that, and I've been stepping back a lot lately. Like I'm trying to slowly, because it's all about patterns, right? So how do we correct the pattern? Well, the only way we correct the patterns is we.
Well, you have, but the way that you're only going to be able to break that cycle is to acknowledge what you did not like. You write it down.
Exactly.
Dad, you write about mom, and then it's a pencil, not a pen or a mechanical pencil. It's got to be a number 2 pencil. It's close to the Mother's Earth, made out of a tree. You're writing. This is what I liked about my dad, but this is what I do not like about my dad. And because that you are spiritual, you can balance both of them and stop their cycle through you and your children by acknowledging what you did not like to not become it.
Right. Okay.
Because you're most definitely like your father's mother as well. A lot like her. A lot.
Yeah, I don't remember too much of our relationship because I was younger with her. But I mean, I know like little things she liked to do, but that was it. Like I don't remember how we like interchanged. You know what I mean? I'm more remember my grandfather.
Well, she was a director. Yeah, but she was a director. She needed to direct things. Oh no, don't put it that way. Turn it sideways. You get more better out of it. Look, she's a lot like that. You that's a nymph's life. A nymph of the nature needs to make sure everything is perfect, everything is beautiful. But you have to teach your brain not everything needs to be perfect. Nobody is perfect. Because what you bestow upon yourself, bestow it out, everybody's gonna see you that way. You have to be very careful. Because there's days that your hair's up and half of it's down. You don't feel like getting dressed, you're in a t-shirt and a pair of shorts. So you have to say, you have to be the same way as you want to be treated, but not looked down at. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I understand.
Yeah.
I definitely understand. Well, I don't want to keep everybody else. I know, there are probably other callers. So thank you for your time, Lori. I really appreciate it, and thank you for giving me insight because that whole light orb thing was really just, worrying. I didn't know if it was a good entity, a bad entity, what it was, but I knew the color
Grandma.
was good. Yeah,
Nope,
so I was kind of.
Actually, the gold is of the it could have been an angel because usually the angels come in a gold with the white background, in the upper part.
Is it okay I make an observation because I was with her that night about that orb? I saw it too.
You can go ahead.
It's grandma.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's grandma.
And I know who the person is that we're being warned about, but I won't say.
Yeah, you don't definitely want to speak about
No.
bad things. Always stay positive.
Yeah, I was with you that night, and
Yeah, but
Facebook
are you
was,
talking about, yeah, but listen to me. There's a guy here that's looking at me like he wants to bite my neck off. So if you're talking about him, he's already here. He's been here with another guy that's chubby in the face, wearing glasses, and he's coming at me looking like he's supposed to be Mr. Demon. I already see everything. Just because I didn't say nothing doesn't mean I don't see him. I am not intimidated by it. I've dealt with worse in my life. So it's not with you guys anymore. It's with me, and it's a dude that actually hung himself near the home that she's at. I can follow everything. You've got to remember, if you see a dark entity that looks like the Reaper with the hat and the cloak, that's not Reaper. That's a soul that's been on this earth for so long looking for somebody to forgive them. And you have to learn to let go of correcting or directing anything and say, you know what? I forgive you. You are worthy of the light.
Okay. I could definitely.
It's a young male. He's got dark hair. It looks like he's from the 50s. He's got, the biker glasses. Trust me. You think I can't see everything? I see everything. But it doesn't mean that we got to put attention to it. No.
Right. Exactly. And that's what pretty much is what I'm telling Christopher. I don't give attention to things like that unless it's positive attention.
Yeah, but you do not ignore it either. You just say, you know what? I forgive you. You're worthy of the light. What happens after that is none of our business. The old guy, he molested children. I'm not going to point the person out, but he molested a person. He hasn't gone to the light. He's still stuck. He needs forgiveness.
Okay. I understand.
wow.
That blows my mind. I'm
Yep.
sure that he deserves forgiveness for everything he's done, and I'll try real hard to pray for that person.
Yeah,
But
most definitely.
That's
I've
exactly what I'm.
If we judge, that means we will be judged.
Yep.
We can't judge. You've got to remember that God says that I forgive the ignorance, the sickness that was bestowed upon that person that was never taught that it was right and wrong. They grow up.
They had no idea that what they were doing was wrong.
Absolutely did not. The old guy that's going bald, something colored hair, he's got a belly. But this young guy here, he's still looking at me, and I think he, not being rude, but he's hilarious. He's not intimidating me. I work in the light of God. But he comes off supposed to be a negative Nelly, and he is not. I see if it's a demon.
In the light, I don't like to work in anything, bad. That's not me as a person. I'm very loving. I'm very caring, and that's what I try when. Unfortunately, when I have these spirits come in, I definitely do that.
But honey, you need to understand something. You are the boss applesauce. It's the thing that keeps growling. It's that guy. He has unfinished business. He has unfinished business. He growls like a demon. He tries to come off as a demon. He's an intimidator.
Is he attached to the land or the house itself? That guy.
I think whoever lived in the house, on the land that was a house, part of the house got burnt because I smell fire. But he actually was related to the person that was in the house.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Wow.
And there's a well on that land too. If you look in the back on the right side, it's almost right close to the that road, the driveway that you've got.
Okay.
All right. There's a well there. That has secrets in it too. But it's covered up.
Yes, it was covered up from what I was told. And that was it was like way before that house was even built. This is like going back way back then. They covered it because the well was not working apparently, or it was creating sickness or something. But yeah, that's attached to the land. Now, do I bless that area, you think? Would that help
Uh,
that around
where
there?
where do you live at? Because to me, I also feel there's Indians around your place too, like military and Indians.
I actually live in Connecticut, and I live on the border of Trumbull, Stratford, and Bridgeport. So I'm like dead smack in the middle, and I do have.
Yeah, but if you look in your backyard on the right
Mhm.
side, there is no such thing as a distance to me, but I see a train track. I see a train track that's kind of going around the town or whatever it is. Part of the tracks that's been closed off and it got rerouted somewhere else or something. I also smell water and mud.
Yeah, I have a stream. I have a actually still flowing stream there that does have a lot of sediment that is on the embankments because when it does rain, it actually comes up the land and then it recedes back, and it does
And
cause a lot of that.
across the street, is there down the street? There's a graveyard.
There was actually a grave digger who lives down the street. He actually used to.
No. You've got okay. Listen to me, honey. There was an old home, and it looks like somebody. It was an old home. They turned it into some kind of a long and foster realtor thing, and then it got closed down again. That house actually, there's graves around there. There's let's see, let me count. There's okay. So was there also farmland across the street?
Yeah, this whole area that the house is, because I live in a cul-de-sac. This whole area was farmland, and then the grave digger, as they
It wasn't. Yeah, but it wasn't just farm. There was graves there. There was graves there. You guys got not you. Actually, where the big tree is, somebody must have knocked it down, but I only see part of it. There's a grave there, a child. That part of that land was a grave site. It was a family plot. Family plot.
Okay.
And whoever it is, it looks like I'm trying to look at. There's a Catherine. Hold on. Kathleen. Kathleen. They called her Kathy. It looks like MC and CLOUTH. McClough. Something like that.
I know the land was owned by Polish family, this whole land for the longest time, but I don't know about an Irish family or somebody with that last name.
Yeah, but okay, but listen to me. This lady here, she is from the, let me see if she'll tell me. 52, 62, something like that, 52. I'm trying to look at her grave because somebody moved her grave headstone.
Oh, yeah, because if they moved the headstones when the developers were developing on the land, we probably wouldn't have known about it.
Yeah, but it looks like, I'm trying to ask her to show me because somebody pushed, there was a handmade man, I call him Gully, a creek. They put some of those headstones down there and put dirt over top of it, trying to stop the water stream.
Well, right now they're developing on the left side of my house, and they are trying to block the stream now, and that's something that they're doing currently. I don't know if there was like maybe.
What is Mackinville? Am I saying it right? Mackinville. She keeps telling me Mackinville. Can you write all this down and look it up, honey? Because you're going to find out like there's so much activity around there, especially your land.
Right. Yeah. Because I know here in the area that I live, we had the Golden Hill Native Americans that actually lived on this land before it was even developed. I'm talking about before there was even settlers here at all. This was the Golden Hill tribe territory, and then settlers started coming in. But there is something called McKinley Hall that's downtown though, and they McKinleys were prominent business.
That's the name that's on her. Okay, so that's the name on her. What is the name again?
McKinley.
Yep. That's what's on there. But her name is Kathleen, but she went by Kathy.
Okay. Yeah, because they were the ones that started helping along with PT Barnum developing this area where I live.
Still got.
So it was them
Maybe they're
first.
you know what? Okay. Do you have
I know.
all right, do you have
Okay.
a camera that you put outside by your window and it faces towards the left a little bit of the backyard and let it run?
Okay. And at night or just all day and all night?
Okay,
More
we'll do this.
the activity happens at night.
Okay, I could do that.
Yeah.
Okay, we
Yeah.
gotta take. I know we gotta. No, I'm looking at that right now. No, somebody's messaging me. Sorry, guys. Is there
All
anything
right,
else
Chris.
that you do? That we have any other caller? We do have
Yes,
other
we
callers.
do.
I know I'm not trying to take care of them. Anything else, Amanda, that you needed to know?
Okay. Yep, I'm okay. I'm all good. Thank you so much, Lori. I really appreciate it. You did give me a lot of insight, and
I really
definitely
appreciate your call. It resonated with me too, what you were saying.
Well, anytime, Christopher. And you know what? I love you, and you guys are doing great. I love you too, Chris. I love
Love you
Katie. I
too.
Love you too, Amanda.
love and light. And I'm going to continue to watch the show. And thank you again, Lori. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey.
No,
You're
I
welcome.
know we gotta.
Amen. God bless everybody. Thanks for being there.
Thank you.
Yes.
What else? Thank you. What
Chris,
else? I was
tell
gonna
her
say?
to burn sage around where the well was.
Say it again.
Burn sage.
Oh,
Burn
to burn
sage.
sage. Yeah, to burn sage. Yes.
Not
Just
to
make
leave
sure.
treats on top of that.
Yeah,
Leave,
just burn it.
leave treats.
Okay, like candy and stuff like that.
No, if you find the bird feathers, put it out there. You could do apples. You could do, because when you start seeing the birds coming and hovering around that area, what they're going to do, I call them ravens. Y'all call them crows. To each his own. They'll actually, the Indians will cleanse and clear that area because there's more secrets to the well than you think.
Okay, I could definitely do that.
You don't have anything to fear. There's nothing negative.
Thank you. That's definitely that definitely makes everything so much better because
you have a bunch of you have mischief there, but you don't have negative.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Have a good. I'll see you soon.
I know what I was gonna say. Okay, well we're gonna. Okay, because I know we should take this break, and for the other two callers, I think we do have an 863. If you can narrow it down to one question, because I don't want to make sure that we don't leave anybody out. It's just only fair to everyone. So can you please narrow it down to one question? But we will take this break, guys, on the House Worker Files on Global Enlightenment Radio Network. We'll be right back.
So gotta spend our time being mad about the same things over and over again. About the same thing over and over again. Oh, but I think she's leaving. Oh man, she's leaving. I don't know what else to do. Can't go on not loving you. 'Cause it's all in my head. I think about it over and over again. I can't keep picturing you with him. And it hurts so bad. Yeah, 'cause it's all in my head. I think about it over and over again. I replay it over and over again. Yeah, I can't take it. Yeah, I can't shake it, no. I remember the day you left. I remember the last breath you took right in front of me. When you said that you would leave, I was too damn stubborn to try to stop you or say anything. But I see it clearly now, and this choice I made keeps playing in my head over and over again. Play in my head over and over again. Oh, I think she's leaving. Oh man, she's leaving. I don't know what else to do. I can't go on not loving you. 'Cause it's all in my head. I think about it over and over again. I can't keep picturing you with him. And it hurts so bad. Yeah, 'cause it's all in my head. I think about it over and over again. I replay it over and over again. And I can't take it, I can't shake it, no. Now that I realize that I'm going down from all this pain you put me through. Every time I close my eyes, I lock it down. Oh, I can't go on not loving you. 'Cause it's all in my head. I think about it over and over again. I can't keep picturing you with him. And it hurts so bad. Yeah, 'cause it's all in my head. I think about it over and over again. I replay it over and over again. And I can't take it, I can't shake it. 'Cause it's all in my head. I think about it over and over again. I can't keep picturing you with him. And it hurts so bad. Yeah, 'cause it's all in my head. I think about it over and over again. I replay it over and over again. And I can't take it, I can't shake it, no. Over and over again, over and over again, 'cause it's all in my head.
Okay, guys, we're back on the Haswalker Files and the Global Enlightenment Radio Network. So that was Tim McGraw with Nelly. So I think we do have, like, believe we have two callers, but we do. How many minutes do we have, Katie? Because I know you got the other show, and then in case if you got to leave, how many more?
We have about 20 minutes.
Okay, we got about 20 minutes left. So just in case if something goes on, Lori, can they contact you? So in case if, because I know how you take care of your people, like I do. I take a long time to take care of my clients and stuff. So how can they get a hold of you? So in case if they get to you.
They can follow me on my public page at Psychic Medium Lori Johnson on Facebook, or they can visit me at my website at www.psychiclorie, it's LORIE Johnson.com.
Okay, so we're gonna take the next caller. Do we have an 863? I don't know who we have. I know we have
863 760.
Okay, so we have 8.
760 was first.
Okay, well, then we'll do take the 760 760.
Yeah,
Caller
760.
760.
Hello.
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 So who do we have tonight?
This is Margaret, and I'm calling in to speak to Lori.
Okay, so what is it that you wanted Margaret to ask?
I wanted to ask her. I recently finished technical school, and I've had a rough year. And what I wanted to know is if she thought it might be a good idea. I want to move out west and be like closer to my children, and I wanted to see if she saw that or sensed anything about that, what I should do.
Let me look, honey, because to me, I feel that the only reason why you stayed away is because you were intimidated, correct?
Yes.
Like you were bullied?
Somewhat. Yes.
Okay. I don't feel that you're going to be that close, but if you're wanting to go towards that way, yes, you can. But it's spiritually and for your mental state, right now, I don't think it's good for you right now, baby. And I think that you know that. Yes?
Yes. Yeah, I kind of did. I just I needed some help with the situation because I'm feeling kind of lost on it right now. And,
Right.
I've had a really rough year and a lot of grief, and I just I'm trying to start over at 54, and I don't know which way to go.
Honey, I'm your same age. Your age has nothing to do with who you are. It's never too late to do any of it. You're doing fine. You're finally finding you out. You cannot offer something within yourself if you can't give it to yourself. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. So being 54 is nothing but a number. Stop worrying about a lot of things. Honey, is your dad gone?
Yes.
You can say hi to your daddy. Because he came in right through me. I was like, whoa.
Hi, Daddy.
So you're never alone, honey. You're never alone. Stop feeling like you are alone. Even when you were a baby, you always felt out of place. You felt alone.
Yeah, most of my life, yes.
Yeah, I know. I see it. I can live your life to tell the story. But the thing is, you have to in your life right now, you have to find you. You have to love you. You have to be happy with you. Your children love you. They're a little bit of brainwash. You already know that. Most definitely through grandparents.
That's the main thing is I'm really concerned about that because we were really happy and some things happened and I think I got ill. I can't explain what happened to me and it's like
it's called an epiphany, honey. And the thing is that when you feel like you're overwhelmed with a football team coming at you, that's what happened. But you'll never lose in touch with your children. Never. You'll never lose them. But once you find your place, your happy place, where you're happy, stop nitpicking yourself because you've been nitpicked all your life. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, stop. You don't need to be your worst enemy. You've already been there, done that. You don't need to do that. You're a grown woman. You're the boss of you. You need to cut those strings and say, you know what? You only get to live in this body once. Let's make you happy. Because when you find your happy space, everything falls in place. Everything, including children.
Yeah. Well, I know, and I'm working on that. I really am. I'm working on that part. It's so I'm having difficult right now, trying to find my self-worth, and it's I just finished school, and I really want to be a bartender. Do you see that happening?
Honey, I'm going to ask you a personal question. This is one of the reasons why you're tilting on and off your path. Do you drink?
No.
Say it again.
No, I don't. Just very occasionally. It's very rare I ever drink.
Okay, so you do drink, honey. Stop doing
No,
it. Because I know.
No, I
honey,
don't.
But okay, but when you do, you lose yourself. You become somebody different. Do you understand that?
Yeah, but literally, I've only had 2 drinks in the past 4 or 5 years, maybe a half of a beer. I don't drink.
Right. All right. Well, just be very careful with that because did you have a lot of drinkers in your life?
Yes.
Okay. You see where I'm going with this, honey? I'm a healer. I'm a shaman. I look so deep to where it's to the point where you might be in denial. You cannot hide anything from me. When you do drink, it's not who you are. It's the only thing that you remember. You get it?
Mhm. That's why I stopped drinking because I wasn't. It was when I was younger, I did drink because I worked in bars and different things, and I felt I needed to. But that's not been my past. Recently, and I agree.
Right.
I'm a different person.
Yeah, I know. I could tell you everything that you do. everything you said. So the thing is, you don't need all that crap to be the good person that you are, because you are a good person. You lead with your heart. And the thing is that you're a people pleaser, and you, not being rude, I'm very blunt. I'm very truthful and blunt, because I'd rather you know it now than still suffer from all the choices that you make. You do not need to go follow your children, because your children are going to follow you once you find your happy place. I was a bartender. I don't drink. I had alcoholics in my life. I was married to an alcoholic. I knew all about it. I know the abuse. I know the neglect. I know all of it. You do not become what you remember just to bring back your loved ones. Do you understand that? It's not going to. Okay. Your daddy's with you. He's always with you, and your people is with you. He needs forgiven. He needs forgiven, because deep down, there's more scars within you, and that's why you did what you did. Yes or no, please?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Because there's nothing you can hide from me, honey. So you need to talk to your people, your granddad.
Okay.
Forgiving.
I will.
And tell him to move on. It doesn't mean he won't come around. He just needs healing himself.
My granddad?
Yeah, your granddad.
Which one? Is it on my father's side or my mother's?
It's your mother's.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I do. I'm pretty sure I do.
You do know. You're not a dumb woman. You're actually very smart.
Thank you for saying that.
Well, you know what? You need to say that, because you are. Angels are saying it. That's who channels through me. They love you. Stop holding yourself accountable for your mistakes, because if we didn't have our mistakes and learn from them, how do you become better? Nobody's perfect, honey. Stop. You're a lot like your mom. You drill yourself. You do not need to drill yourself. Yeah. You deserve good. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to love yourself. You're a good person. Why do you think you have stomach issues? Female issues? It's because you still live the way you remember. You've got to stop. Don't become your worst enemy. Cut all those strings from all those people that hurt you and look back and say, you know what? Thanks for the lesson. Now I know what I do not want. Okay?
Okay.
And who is the guy that beat you up? Because I can see that too.
Would that have been my ex?
Mm-hmm. Shoved your head in the door of a truck, a vehicle? Mm-hmm. I see it. So all that needs to be forgiven. Let it go. Say, you know what? I'm not there anymore. I'm not going back there, because you don't need to. You're very shy when you were younger too. Very shy in school, but you're funny. You're funny. You're an outgoing person, but you're the type that doesn't like huge crowds.
True. Yeah, I get really shy. I feel intimidated and awkward.
Yeah, but you don't need to be. They don't pay your bills. They're not there when you're crying or you're lonely. You treat them the way you want to be treated, and then move on. All right, how you have a good night. Have a good night.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I really wanted to talk to you. I was like, I heard you, and I was like, well, this lady, she really gets it, and I felt like, I should talk to you.
Yeah, but you also need to heal from when you were 14. Between 14 and 16 years old, there was a boy. He hurt you. You need to forgive it. Forgive it. Let it go. Because that's the reason why you hold yourself back. Not just because of your ex. It started with him. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I know you do.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really heartbroken over that situation.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but thing is, it's because you thought it was right. It's because that's what happened to you when you were younger. So we think that it's love. It's not love. You do know that, right?
Oh yeah, I do now. Yeah.
Okay, but in a way you don't, babe, because I can read you. I'm not going to put your laundry out there, but you don't understand that. It's because you're still holding on to it. It's the only memories you have. So you have to let go of it and say, you know what? I'm a grown woman. I'm a mama, and I want to be happy. It's not what you want. It's really what you need, truthfully, but you're going to do it, and you can do it. But you have to say you're worthy. You don't need somebody else telling you that, because that's the problem. You were drilled to the point where you thought you needed it.
Yes.
You don't need it, honey. You need it. You need to do it yourself. Don't ever wait for anyone to do it for you. Because how are they going to make you happy, or how do you know they're going to love you if you're not loving yourself to know what you truly want, what you truly need, what you deserve? We have to learn to ourselves. We can't look for love through somebody else. We can't just love somebody and feel important because it's not being loved back. That's why you got hurt by the ex. He was a cheater. And you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've been alone for 10 years. I've like been celibate, and I didn't date. And it's so.
But you're punishing yourself. You deserve to be loved, baby. You deserve to have a nice life. You don't need to hide away. You're a lot like your grandma, the little one.
Yes.
A lot like her, because she got to the point, I got no damn time for any of them. You're a lot like her, but you know what? You have to learn your lesson from it, to the point where you are worthy. You do deserve it, because I do see you happy, but it's when you're ready. You don't need to keep yourself away from, affections and attention. You deserve it. Your daddy too. Your daddy, I'm not being rude, but your daddy shows me that he says, I'm the damn cause of it. I'm the damn cause of it. He bought love instead of showing the affection. He never showed affection. He could rub you on your head and say, oh, you know what, give daddy, oh, okay, go play. So that's what happens. That's what we think that is love. It's not. It's not. And he knows it. Your daddy knows it. You actually, from the nose down, you are most definitely your father.
Yeah. I say I'm eccentric like him. That my family always said, "Oh, your dad, he's crazy." I was like, "No, he's eccentric."
No, daddy's not crazy. Honey. He says I'm yeehaw crazy. He's funny. I can smell the liquor on him too.
Yes.
Okay.
And the pop.
Oh, I can smell it all. I was just trying to be nice.
Mother, is there anything else you have?
The only way that you can actually help your dad, you can help your dad by you moving on, allowing to be happy, allowing to keep. He said, "Woosa, just keep calm. You don't need to take everything to heart."
Okay. So I just I continue on my path, and what you're saying, it's like I'm headed the right way.
You are, but just remember that you do not need to please everybody to feel like you've accomplished something. Okay, you did not go where you are now for no reason. But thing is, you need to learn not to have to feel like you're running. You're protecting yourself. I understand that, but do not feel like you need to run or chase somebody down. How old are your children?
22 and 23.
Okay, so they're grown. So if they want to come see mama, they can come see mama. Because I see you have a son, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, because I see him coming quick. So they have to learn their own lesson. It's what I've told a lot of people. Even though children are born through the mom and the dad, doesn't mean they belong in both. At sometimes, not all. Sometimes they don't belong to both parents. They belong to the one to learn their lesson. That way they can find the other one, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you said you saw him coming quick. Do you think that means he's going to be coming toward me? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. But you need to get yourself together, Mama. Hermit. You're a hermit.
Yes, I do. I do need to get, I don't even have, it's like I'm saying to my sister, it's like I lost everything this year, everything I had. And it's like,
Yeah, but you know what? Materialistic can always be replaced.
Well,
You're
yes.
you're a hard worker. You're a hard worker. You're not a materialistic person. You like things. You don't like being crowded. But yeah,
No.
you're gonna get yourself together. Number one thing
Okay.
is to finish your schooling, because you do have to finish that, and find you a place of your own, because you don't like being bossy and your sister's bossy.
Oh, yes.
You still got
Yeah, but
two
she's
more.
she's sweet, but
Oh yeah,
yeah,
she's a good lady. She's a good lady.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you get yourself together, baby. Even if you have to get you a mobile home, get yourself together.
Okay, I will, and I appreciate your advice. I really do. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless you, honey.
Okay,
Thank
God
you.
bless
So,
you.
Thank
okay,
you.
so what we're gonna do is for the callers, please don't hang up. We will take care of you off the air. Um, but hope you all enjoyed the show because I know Katie's got to do another show, so I didn't mean to rush everyone. But Lori, how can they contact you for anybody else? And for the callers, please don't hang up. How can they contact you?
Okay, they can contact me at www.psychicloriejohnson.com, or follow me on my public page at Psychic Medium Lori Johnson.
Okay.
I'm the lady in the
Okay.
white outfit, red hair.
Okay, guys. So hope you all enjoyed the show. But like I said, the callers that are on the queue, please don't hang up. We will get you off the air. I'm repeating it again. Don't hang up. And for the guys, I hope you all enjoyed the show. We'll see you Monday on House Walker Files and Global Enlightenment Radio Network. Good night, everyone.